This is The Science Behind the Cooking, Pesto Chicken Pasta by Julian Barrett. And today we're just going to start off by spreading some olive oil onto my 3 chicken breasts. Then I start to season it with some salt, some black pepper, and a little bit of Italian seasoning. Then I just pat it in there just to make sure that the seasoning sticks to the chicken. Then I repeat the same thing on the other side, starting off with some olive oil. And then again, some salt. Some black pepper. And some Italian seasoning. I then start up our source of heat, and which is the gas, which is mostly methane gas, and which has 4 covalent bonds in each of its molecules. Once the spark touches the gas, it ignites it and all the gas around it. The transfer of heat is our source, the gas, the flame, goes from the source to the pan and then eventually to the oil and then to the chicken. And for our pot, it goes from the source to the pot to the water, which will eventually begin to boil. And this is a time lapse of that boil right now. Then, once the water has come to a boil and is warm, I add salt before adding the pasta. And I think I did add just a little bit too much salt, but it's okay. I waited to put the salt into the water because I know that salt is more soluble when the water is hot. Most substances are easier to dissolve in water when the water is hot. Then I will just add some fresh pasta into the water and wait for that to finish cooking in about 5 to 10 minutes. While that's cooking, I waited for my pan to get ready, and I'm checking right now to see if it's hot enough. I do that just by splashing some cold water onto the pan and determining by how fast, just eyeballing how fast the water evaporates. Now I'm just starting the cooking of my chicken just by throwing one of the breasts onto the pan. Now after that pasta was finished cooking, I bring it over to the sink to strain off all the water. And once I do that, I'll just put it back in the pan and bring it over back to the stove. And now it is ready for the pesto, and I start by pouring it out in. And then just mixing it up, trying to get it everywhere. still cooking the chicken as I was mixing that, and now I am done after I repeated all the steps with all the chickens. Now I'm cutting it up just so I can put it into the pasta and make a finished product. And our last step is just to put the chicken into the pasta and mix that up. Once that is done, that is the last part of the process, and then comes my soy sauce.